Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. Today, we are heading to Standard to check out what is quickly becoming a tradition here on the Instant Deck Tech land. We are checking out another Super Friends build. This one is a little unique. This is Jund Planeswalkers. It was recently played to a top 8 finish by James DeVore in SCG Standard IQ, so congrats to James on his finish with the deck. A quick reminder before we break it all down, if you enjoy this deck and want to see it made into videos, take a minute, click the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, anything you can do to support your deck, because whichever deck is most popular gets a shot at being made into videos next week. So Jund Planeswalkers, we went through Naya, we checked out Bant. This week, the Planeswalker flavor is Jund, so we have a bunch of Planeswalkers. Altogether, we have 11 main deck Planeswalkers, so 4 Nissa Voice of Zendikar, 2 Ob Nixilis Reignited, 2 Chandra Flamecaller, and probably the most surprising one, 3 copies of Arlinn Kord, which hasn't really seen much standard play. So, like most of the Super Friends deck, the idea of Jund Super Friends is to stick a bunch of Planeswalkers and use them to generate repeated advantage. Nissa makes a ton of chump blockers, eventually ultimates, gains you life, draws you card. Arlinn Kord is a unique one. It makes some tokens, can also pump up creatures, flips around to lightning bolt something. Ob Nixilis, again, kills creatures, Chandra kills creatures, and has really powerful ultimate. Ob Nixilis ultimate wins the game, and Chandra doesn't even need the ultimate. She just improves your hand and beats down with elemental tokens. So these cards are pretty good at winning the game, especially when you have a bunch of them on the battlefield. Beyond the Planeswalkers, we have Oath of Nissa to find Planeswalkers, fix the mana on Planeswalkers, and to find creatures. Creature-wise, the deck is pretty straightforward. Only 2 different creatures, 4 Sylvan Advocate, and 3 Kalitas Trader of Get. So these are just really powerful threats on their point in the curve. Sylvan Advocate is basically in every green deck ever in Standard, and Kalitas is pretty much the same thing in the 4-drop black slot. Kalitas is also nice because it gains you some life, it naturally hates on graveyard-based strategies, so there's a lot of good things going on with the creatures, even though there's not many of them. Then we have a bunch of removal, Grasp of Darkness and Ruinous Path. So Grasp deals with early game creatures, kills most things in the format at instant speed for 2 mana. Ruinous Path gets a creature, or it can get a Planeswalker, which is a nice bonus. Plus, in the late game, you can awaken it and get a 4/4 out of the deal. And then Radiant Flames wrasts away a bunch of humans or tokens, whatever you're dealing with. Then we have some card draw. This I do not understand. So 2 Painful Truce and 2 Read the Bones. These cards are similar, but it seems like one has to be better than the other, and you should probably be playing 4 of whichever one is better. I would guess that would be Painful Truce, because you draw an additional card. That seems to be the default in 3-color decks. But maybe it's Read the Bones. I guess I would have to test out this specific deck, but it seems odd to have a 2-2 split. There's no way to really get punished. It's not like you're going to get your Painful Truce extirpated, but then you hedge against that by having Read the Bones instead. So I think you should have 4 of one of these. I'm not 100% sure which one it is, but my guess would be Painful Truce in the dark. Then mana base-wise, a bunch of dual lands. Hissing Quagmire is a creature land, gets pumped up by Sylvan Advocate. Llanowar Waste is an additional dual. And then, every 3-color deck in Standard, of course, Evolving Wilds and some basics. Moving to the sideboard, this deck has a unique sideboard plan. It has 4 From Beyond, a World Breaker, and an Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. So it's a little confusing. I get the going big with Eldrazi idea. You'll catch people by surprise after sideboarding with World Breaker and Ulamog. I don't know the idea of From Beyond. I mean, it sits out and generates value, makes tokens. I'm kind of guessing it's there for the tutor, so you can play less Eldrazi. Instead of playing a whole bunch of Ulamogs and World Breakers, you can play 4 From Beyonds. You're getting those tokens every turn to chump block, maybe even attack with. And then when you're ready, you can sack it for 2 mana, get your World Breaker or Ulamog. And then a bunch more removal. To the Slaughter, hits a creature, maybe a Planeswalker. Draconic Roar, super weird. 3 damage to a creature for 2 mana instant speed. There are no dragons in the deck, so you're not getting that damage. I'm not really sure why you would play that over like Fire Impulse or something. 1 Languish as an additional sweeper. No more Radiant Flames, oddly. And then some Den Protectors and Evolutionary Leap. Anyway, that is Jund Planeswalkers with a super sweet Eldrazi sideboard plan. And that's been our Instant Deck Tech for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon.